in the world of CBDC, which we were just talking about, and regulation, not everyone is for rolling out regulation immediately. And this is a politician who says, slow down, slow
Well,
down here
you
in the
can see
US.
it. You could see it in the other. I would actually, I would frame it. I make the same point, but I would say it's actually he's trying to he wants to have Congress regulate what the Fed is doing as it regards the CBDC, central bank digital currency, which they're talking about and studying and hiring people to work on. And the thing he's looking at is he wants to ensure that anything that they do come up with, it does not endanger financial privacy, which is probably the biggest concern is, do these CBDCs become a tool where people's wallets can be shut off, or all your purchases can be tracked, or is it going to have this monetary, like cash money kind of anonymity built into it, where you know small payments are just like when you buy a coffee, that's anonymous. Will that be gone with the CBDC, or will this new thing have all these Orwellian controls where wallets shut down, purchases tracked, yada yada yada. And because it's as it stands now, we do have privacy at the point of sale, at the fundamental layer of the money unit. If you're using cash, right, you can take cash and privately spend it without disclosing who or what or anything. So that not having, losing that layer of privacy with a digital currency is something to be concerned about. And what does that mean for civil rights? What does that mean for civil liberty and for the equality before the law? What kind of power? Power corrupts, and what happens to government when this power is acquired? So it's a scary thing to consider, especially as our politics is starting to become very adversarial, right? So one party sees the other as the enemy, that it reduces the moral kind of like second guessing when you have this power, and now you have the enemy in your crosshairs. You can shut their wallets off. Well, who's to say that a Democrat doesn't shut off a MAGA Trump, person's wallet, or vice versa? So
Yeah,
just the ability to do that is not something we
it's not
want
a
to.
theory. I mean, that people in many countries live with that reality already. They say, "Oh, okay, well, if this party is going to come into office, then anyone in my family or anyone who historically did not support that party is now going to be targeted and possibly lose their jobs or lose their land." And so
Yeah.
this does make that easier. I mean, of course, we'll continue to talk about the role of privacy in blockchain and crypto. That's been something that we've maintained from the beginning. The reality is that Ethereum, Bitcoin, most all of these blockchains and cryptos that people are familiar with, they all operate on public ledgers that are as far from being anonymous and private as you could ever imagine. So I think a lot of this is going to not just a CBDC to respect privacy, but to understand the importance of allowing blockchain and crypto to exist outside the traditional AML KYC standards that were necessary. Because look, the reality is that whether it's Bitcoin or some other CBDC or something that's used, it's impossible to counterfeit. So it's not like we need those institutions or those protections that have existed forever to prevent fake gold or fake treasury notes being printed in South America and passed over in
Well,
as banknotes.
if only that were their main concern, then we could say, oh well, don't worry about it. But that, I don't believe, it's more than that, right?
Well,
It's
I'm not sure what it all is. I'm just stating that there's a lot of case for this new technology making obsolete some of
Oh, right,
those
right,
protections. So
for sure.
when it comes to privacy, AML KYC, that can easily still be accomplished at other areas of the economy where that information is needed. But it's kind of like how it
Yeah.
is to today. I mean, if someone goes and exchanges cash, which I think is the purpose of this bill, from your neighbor, whether you're getting lemonade from a
Yeah,
lemonade
there's no
stand, or doing between neighbors, doing some work for each other. I mean, there's so many times where people can exchange value and it not be
anonymously. Yeah,
not be recorded on a public ledger, because that's the idea. Is it's not just that there's not someone on the other end of a transaction. When you move to blockchain and crypto, you're moving to where every single action that's ever been done is on a public ledger, from the beginning of time to any transaction
right.
you ever make or will make on a ledger, whether you go from this chain to that chain or that chain to this chain. That's what chain analysis is. So
And it's funny that you
knowing,
say that, because the people who created this technology saw it as a way to free us from an Orwellian monetary system, which in some ways
allegedly,
does, allegedly. But in
allegedly,
another way,
I
you're
don't
like,
know.
wait a minute, we just invented the most Orwellian system
Yeah, absolutely. But
possible.
blockchain, Bitcoin, crypto, if not understood or used properly, is absolutely the most Orwellian monetary tool you could ever dream of, because you can shut people's wallets down, especially if we start talking about a CBDC, where a
Yeah,
central authority can go into wallets, and you can't do that with Bitcoin. That's the good news about Bitcoin, is
right.
that no one can go into your Bitcoin wallet and decide, I'm going to slash 50% of these
Right.
wallets, or add, money to these wallets. So that's something to be aware of. If you like this information and you would like to learn about what's going on in the economy, the macro outlook, and how it applies to blockchain and the opportunities, you like this channel, hit the subscribe button, notification, hit the like button. That helps this knowledge get out. And of course, we will leave links below. You can support the channel below. And of course, if you like one-on-one help, and you're saying, God, I would like to learn more about proof of work, proof of stake, layer ones, layer twos, what airdrops, IBC, interoperability, how does this stuff work? A Web 3.0 wallet, storage, security. That's right. We can help you out. Just fill out this information, your name, your email, what you'd like to learn about, and drop us a little message, and we'll be happy to get back to you and set up a time for some one-on-one consulting or some group tutorial sessions if you are with a firm or institution that is looking to catch your people up to speed. That's what we do, catch you up to speed. And I think that we've caught you up to speed on what's going on in the world today, right now. Have a beautiful day. Namaste. Until the next time. Thank you.